And I know when you were in Philly, you also met Lil Dicky. What was that like?
So, that guy, I mean, granted, it was like probably in 2016, but it was a long time ago. But I was talking about the Sixers game. It was when, it was just one of those times, like I said, I go to Philly, and it was when Dwayne Wade was on the Bulls. Shout out Unc D Wade was on the Bulls, and my parents were like, "We gotta go see Dwayne on the Bulls because I'd only see him on the Heat." So I was like, "All right, bet in Philly, let's do it." So we went to the game. Unc dropped 26. Great night. Don't remember who won. As we're leaving, we see like a crowd of people, and it's like kind of towards the bottom of the seats, and we're looking, and it's like, oh, Lil Dicky, no way. And it's not like people are like harassing him for photos. He's just like there, like just walking up to like anybody who asks him, just taking photos. Wow. So, I know who Lil Dicky is. Like, I listened to him at that point. I had a bunch of his music on my phone, not even in front. My sister, like everybody knew. We're Jewish. We love Lil Dicky, So I was like, Sam, my sister, like, let's go get a picture. We walked. No security stopped us. Shout out Wells Fargo Center. Like, that was great. We walked down decent amount, and to the court, and got a picture with Lil Dicky, and it's just very nice. I told him that he's a professional rapper, and he has a bright future. And he looked at me and he said, "Thank you."
That's so funny. I think I met Lil Dicky too at the Sixers game. I don't know if it was the same year. It might have been 2017. But I went with a friend who took me out because it was my birthday, and we were sitting like right behind courtside. And we just happened to sit like right behind him. So the whole game we were just like chatting shit and just like saying all this crazy stuff, and like Lil Dicky would just be laughing with us. And at the end of the game, like I told him it was my birthday, and then I asked him if he could like if I could record him saying like happy birthday or whatever, and he did it. So shout out Lil Dicky.
Man, Lil Dicky's the GOAT, man. Dave Bird.
Dave Bird. Far away from home, and you go to Syracuse, and that's like up north, New York. So what is that like?
Yeah, Syracuse, New York. I'm a current sophomore at online Syracuse University.
Shout out online school.
But next semester I should be a junior at Syracuse University again. No, Syracuse, I go to school for sports management. I'd love to be like an agent or like work in anything in sports, really. I don't know. I just want to stay around the game of sports. And Syracuse, the sports management program in the David B. Falk School is one of the best sports management programs in the country. I definitely didn't go there because of weather. I'll tell you that. Brick, freezing. Syracuse is like very frat oriented, so I'm not in a frat or anything. Definitely not as much to do as in Miami. I don't know. I kind of just go. I'm part of like a rec basketball league. Like I said, I still do that. But other than class and that, and having like a little group of friends, I don't really do much in Syracuse. I kind of just do my own thing, But the differences, like, there's huge differences. It's definitely not as diverse. It's like all, like, kind of like the same people. I don't know. But the classes are awesome at Syracuse. I love it, like in that aspect.
So you really feel like you're learning and you're really developing yourself at Syracuse?
Mm-hmm. Sure. In the class aspect, yes.
Yeah.
It's definitely teaching me a lot about life, though. Like, because in Miami, I was like used to just being around a lot of people and a lot of diverse people. But then I guess the rest of the world, there's parts in the world that just aren't like that. And I'm now realizing that. So it's making me appreciate like where I'm from more, I guess so. Like, I think everybody needs that in their life, like to just see like a popping place and then like a not so popping place, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And then just kind of like appreciate like the poppin' stuff, like just things to do, I guess.
So you kind of had to like adjust a little bit when you first got there.
Of course, definitely getting used to it. Still adjusting. Yeah, but it's getting better for sure.
What's your favorite and like I guess not so favorite parts about going there?
So my favorite part about going there would definitely be just the program, like the classes and stuff. Never thought I'd like hear myself saying that, but I love the program. It's insane. The professors are like top notch. The facilities are top notch. All that. The weather is definitely. I mean, I knew that when I was getting into it. Like I said, the weather definitely don't like that coming from Miami Beach.
Yeah, it is freezing there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's brutal. One thing that it's good and bad. So, like there's definitely some underrated food places in Syracuse that I like. But with that being said, there's only so much variety, and like you just find yourself ordering from those places like a lot, or just the dining hall, or like whatever. You kind of just find yourself eating the same food. So sometimes I get tired of the food over there. But I don't know if you guys were to like come, or someone were to come for a weekend, they would love the food because they don't have to eat it for like a weekend. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
But no, it's good. Some of it's good.
But I know like Syracuse is big on like their frat culture. So do you think do you think you're still able to have fun even if you're not part of a frat?
Yes, obviously. It definitely depends how much you do like for yourself though. So I mean, if you just like stay in your dorm, or I mean, it obviously depends which dorm you're in, but if you just like stay in your dorm and like don't really like go out of your way to like do things, then no, because that's like on you. But there's like a handful, like there's definitely people that just still go like out like to, bars, or like there's like house parties, like if you know people that like have houses. Not everybody's in Greek life, but there is definitely a big portion that is. And sometimes, you do feel left out, or you feel like you can't go out, but you definitely can. So it's just on you and what you do.
Yeah. And why haven't you joined a frat? Like, why are you not into that Greek life?
I don't know. I just never really found myself into it to begin with. I also find myself busy with schoolwork and everything else that I do, like with design and the two companies that I work for, the clothing companies, which I know we'll talk about in a little bit. And like I said, or I don't know if I said it before, but my good buddy Zaire Wade, he is a very good basketball player. So like this year, I found myself traveling a lot, going to see him. He played on like the best high school team in the country for a little bit. So I was not even at Syracuse a lot. And then obviously now, like it's the coronavirus, so no one's at Syracuse. Everybody's in quarantine. So obviously now, like, there's no frat events, so I don't feel left out of anything, like at this very moment, My roommate, like from this year, he was in Sigma Chi. Shout out my boy Connor.
Shout out Connor.
Yeah, Connor, my boy. No, but Connor, he loves his frat. I'm sure if I was in one and I like went through all the stuff, he would, it'd be fun for me. But no, it's definitely like very time consuming. Like he was never in the room, or very rarely in the room. He'd always come back late. Like I don't know how I would be able to like do everything else I do and do that. So
yeah,
I guess it's a blessing in disguise.
But, yeah, I can definitely see that.
So you're kind of getting at that it's like important to understand, what you kind of value, like what you kind of want to get out of your college experience, and like where you want to spread your time out and stuff like that. So,
Got you. 100%.